Today we're taking a quick trip south of the lake to Lafayette, Indiana for the 24th annual Purdue University Bug Bowl. I'm with Steve Yenenek. He's a professor at Purdue University and head of the Department of Entomology, and we're here at the 24th annual Bug Bowl. We're bugging out on jumping the lake. Tell me about this event.
Well, today it's great because the weather's perfect. So when the weather's good, turnout is fantastic. But this started 24 years ago as an outreach activity of one of our classes that we teach. So sort of on a lark, one of the professors decided to see if the students wanted to get involved in some extracurricular activities, and he contacted a local radio station to say, well, if you want to come out and actually see some insects and hold some insects and learn something about insects and entomology, come out on this weekend. And that very first weekend we had a few hundred people, and today it's mushroomed into an event that is sort of the cornerstone of our Spring Fest activities from Purdue University. Our part of it's called Bug Bowl, and that's the part that we embrace.
But what exactly is Bug Bowl? And what can one do at a Bug Bowl?
Well, it's an opportunity, first of all, to come to a university and get a sense of some of the wonders that we get to be involved in. And this particular event's really geared to reaching out to the students and the public to give them some familiarity about what we do as entomologists and the things that we find fascinating. So it's a way to learn something about science by learning something about insects.
Okay, let's get up close and personal with some of these little guys.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
What we have here is a Madagascar hissing cockroach. This is a female. And
how can you tell?
Well, you can tell by their two nodes on the top of the thorax, and if they're very prominent, they're males, and if they're more flat, they're females. These are very often stars of these kind of outreach events because Madagascar hissing cockroaches are large, they're very easy to rear, and they sort of
quick.
They're not
they're
that
fast.
They're fast, but they're still something that you can handle. And people are fascinated by the prospect or the idea of holding an insect of any kind, particularly a cockroach. Now these cockroaches live in the wild, so these are not something you would find in a kitchen or running around in the basement of a house. But we actually have an event that's going to start here in about 45 minutes, where we have a tractor pull that's done by a series of these cockroaches. And then later on we have a cockroach race with some of the American cockroaches, which are much quicker but much smaller.
Now, I'm perfectly calm seeing him here on my hand, but if I saw him on my kitchen floor, he's like, I would scream.
I'm an entomologist. If I saw an insect that size on my kitchen floor, I wouldn't scream, but I would collect it.
Steve, what's this?
Well, it's not an insect. This is a tarantula. And again, closely related to insects. One of the big differences is that it has 8 legs instead of 6, like insects do. Also, it has only 2 main body parts, the head segment and then an abdomen segment, whereas insects have 3 body parts. A head, sort of a thoracic segment, and then an abdomen segment. So this spider gets a lot of attention because of its size.
Oh yeah.
And if there's anything that people are more afraid of, than bureaucracy, it's insects and snakes.
And
believe it or not, death is only like number 8 in the top 10.
Well, are they poisonous?
They can be poisonous. They have poison glands in their mouth parts, and that's how they attack and succumb their prey. Now this one is presumably well fed, and if she's handled properly, if we're careful, she's just going to sit on your hand.
So she wouldn't be likely to bite me?
No. So what we'll do is we'll put your hand on top of mine, and then she will walk on top of your hand. And you can feel how very, very light she is.
She's really delicate.
Yeah, put your hand on that side. That's it. These are not aggressive. That's why we're handling it.
Right.
If it were, we would not be wanting to handle it. And there are some tarantulas that are not as amenable to this kind of behavior. Now they do have this defensive behavior where if something is attacking it, it can throw off hairs off the abdomen as little arrows.
Okay.
And so these little hairs often have a little bit of a poison in them as well.
So they're an irritant.
It's called an urticating hair. So if it gets to your skin, it causes you to itch. So it's another one of their defense mechanisms. I think for most humans, just the fact that it's a spider, it's this size, is enough of a defense mechanism.
Yeah, that would do it for me. I'm good.
Does anybody know what time it is? Yeah, it's roach time. So today we have 3 contestants in our tractor pool. First, all the way from the sewers of South Bend, we have O'Flannery, the Irish, pulling for Notre Dame. Let's hear it for Notre Dame. Then, from down south, in the heart of Bloomington, the back alleys, we have Hobby, the Hoosier. And finally, from our very own entomology department, sub-basement, we have Petey, the Boilermaker. Let's hear it for Petey. On the count of 3, count with me, we'll start the race. 1, 2, 3, and they're off. Woo! And Petey has taken the lead. Oh, and he wins! Let's hear it for Petey and for all our other racers. So now we're gonna move on to the All-American Cup, the championships of cockroach racing, the West Lafayette Derby. Let's start the running of the roaches. And they're off with a slow start. And yellow has pulled forward with Where's the Come on. Just giving them a little bit of a helping hand there. Seems Taxman can. Oh, looks like Greed's reverse directions there. Come on. Woo. Let's have one final lap now, one final lap. Oh, and it's white Seabiscuit that takes the championship. And with that, I conclude another momentous race in cockroach racing history here at Purdue, and I invite you all to come down and look at the track, the roaches, talk to us about insect life histories, and look at the Madagascar hissing cockroaches we have.
So we've gotten to handle a lot of bugs, got to taste some honey, but now we're over at the mall for the cricket spitting competition.
They taste like nothing else.
This is Nate Morkel. He's a senior, and he is working here at the cricket spitting event. Nate, I know you have spit a cricket before. What's your strategy?
Pretty much you just put it in your mouth, get a little saliva on it, kind of cock back and just hope that the wind takes it a little bit further.
And we've got some good winds today, so that could help. Now, these aren't live crickets. I'm thinking if you get a live cricket on your mouth, you'd want it out.
Yeah, no, they've been freeze-dried, so they're all bred in captivity and then kept on ice until about 10 minutes before we start using them, and then they can be spit from there.
So what you just get up on the line, you take your cricket, pop it in your mouth,
Yep,
lean back,
yep, and just let it go.
and then what are they doing? They're getting measurements, and then they're going to take the top cricket spitters.
Yeah, the top 5 will spit off in our championship round for ribbons.
Championship spit off.
Yep.
That sounds fascinating.
So the top 2 will get T-shirts, The best we've seen today was by the world record holder of 40 feet and 8 inches.
Wait a second. There's a world record holder in cricket spitting?
Yeah.
Now this isn't, so it's not just something you do here at Purdue?
No, it's done everywhere. I believe his name's Don Capps. The official world record with Guinness is 32 feet and half an inch, but today we saw him hit 40 feet, 8 inches.
Oh my gosh. So, I mean, how many crickets do you have to munch to get that good?
I don't know. I've done a couple just because I don't like putting crickets in my mouth. So, yeah.
Well, we can't wait to try it. Yeah, you are so going first.
I don't know why I've never done this.
Yeah.
I've been here for years.
I don't spit and I don't eat cricket, so.
Oh, that was really good.
Oh, that was really disgusting.
I should have filmed that.
I'm sure he is. Emily, it's all you.
So I've never done this.
You just take that, you put it in your mouth, and you step over here, and then you spit it as far as you can.
Oh, it's gross. Okay.
Okay. Does it taste good, Emily?
No.
No. Okay.
Tastes like chicken? Everything else seems
Hey! That was awesome!
Hey, that wasn't bad for a
was
first
really
shot.
good.
I have cricket aftertaste.
15 feet 9 inches.
Really? Does
15 feet 9 inches.
it have it? Does it have a taste?
I'll remember in my head.
Oh God. Okay. Oh dear. Oh.
I'll just gobble it up and eat it.
I don't want to keep it. Oh God. Okay. I know it's a good one. It's a keeper. I cannot spit.
That's a good quality for a lady to have.
I'm just shocked I put it into my mouth. 4 feet. Okay.
Yeah, there
I
we
was just trying to
go.
beat half an inch, so I'm golden. All right, which way
That
we're
wasn't
going
as
out
bad
here?
as I thought.
How do I feel about the crickets? Well, it was, as we said, it didn't have a lot of flavor.
Not a lot of flavor.
But it was a freshly thawed, fresh cricket.
Fresh kill.
Yeah,
Fresh
it
killed
felt like a
cricket.
fresh kill. Yeah, I don't have any little cricket pieces stuck in my mouth. Clearly, I'm not much of a spitter. I'm just relieved that I don't have a lot of cricket
Residue, yeah.
taste.
Aftertaste.
Cricket breath.
It was fun.
Now a part of Bug Bowl that I've been really looking forward to. This is the bug eating tent. Come on, let's go eat bugs. This is Tom Turpin, and Tom is important because all of us wouldn't be bugging out today if it weren't for this man right here. You started Bug Bowl, didn't you?
Oh, sure, blame me.
Yeah, it's all your fault.
Yeah.
I am blaming you. I've had a cricket in my mouth today, and you are to blame.
I heard the spit was not spectacular.
No. I'm apparently I'm great at holding a cricket in my mouth and just not really good at projecting said cricket.
So your expectoration was not all that good, huh?
It was subpar, unfortunately.
Subpar.
So you are the head chef here today, and may I ask you first, why in heaven's name are we cooking bugs?
Well, you know, 80% of the world's population eats insects when they get the chance. Only in North America and in Europe do we sort of disdain this most common of protein sources on the surface of the earth.
Why did you start Bug Bowl?
It was an accident. It turns out we were teaching a large class, a fairly popular class, and it was a non-lab class, and so we would have an activity at night. And one night we decided to raise cockroaches, and the local radio guy came out and went back and invited the community, and we had 150 people show up that night to watch us run roaches. So we thought maybe we ought to make it a formal event. So the next year we made a racetrack, and that was the beginning of what was Bug Bowl.
So Tom, Chef Tom, what are we cooking today?
Well, we're doing a very simple demonstration of edible insects. We're actually sauteing some mealworms in vegetable oil. So literally we want people to get the real taste of the insect, not just the spices
Okay,
and things.
show me. I understand you are probably a veteran mealworm eater. Show us what we would be eating.
Well, this,
Okay, these are the cooked ones.
these are the cooked ones, and they started off as these mealworms.
Okay.
So then they're sauteed and they end up to look like this, but this is what they were from
So
the
this
beginning.
is something that we should be tasting now.
Yeah, you can taste this.
You guys want to taste?
Yeah, oh sure. Let the
Okay.
guys behind
Oh yeah, okay, I will.
eat them head first or tail first. It doesn't make much difference.
But I ought to crunch, yes?
You ought to crunch, yeah. You know,
Okay, you know what? Okay. No, the flavor is not bad. The consistency is a little odd.
I didn't promise the consistency.
Okay.
I just promised the flavor.
You guys, I know you guys want to try one.
Wait, before you do-
Emily, you have to eat one.
Yeah. I eat them hot.
I will actually try
Have another one.
another
You
one
can't
of
eat
these.
just one.
Well, actually, I probably could, but I will. Oh gosh.
Don't play with your
I'm
food.
not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not bad.
They're not bad at all. And you, like I said, you can eat them head first or tail first. I think it's the next Super Bowl food. I mean, I think people are going to be sitting around and munching on mealworms and cheering.
Mealworm, get your mealworm. Yeah.
Can't you see it when you go to the stadium?
Oh, absolutely. So, other than mealworms, what other bugs do you recommend for the casual bug diner?
Well, obviously, if you're going to prepare insects in any way, they have to be available in quantity.
Mm-hmm.
So the ones that are really available in any quantity that you can purchase are mealworms, are wax moth larvae, and crickets. Those are the three things that are really available.
Okay, I want to see you cook up some of these
All right.
mealworms.
We can do that. We're actually going to saute them. Once the vegetable oil gets to go on pretty well, then we'll throw the mealworms in. And like lobster, you don't want to cook frozen mealworms. I mean, it loses the flavor. So we obviously use live mealworms.
And that's a bad thing.
Oh yeah, you want the fresh cooked flavor, just like a lobster that goes into the pot, just like this. The mealworms go in there, and so you have very, very fresh mealworms. So we get the very best flavor out of the mealworms when you plop them into the oil just like this. So that you can eat them head first, tail first, doesn't make much difference. You can cook them to taste. Right now they're about medium. You can actually eat them rare, or you could eat them well done. But
What's your preference?
Well,
I mean, you're a mealworm aficionado.
yeah, I like them rare because you get the full flavor. Well done people like, and I don't like to cook them that way as a chef. It's like asking the chef to cook a steak well done.
They're still moving.
Oh, they are not. It's the heat of the skillet that's causing them to move a little bit. But you wouldn't ask a chef in a restaurant to cook a steak well done.
No, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't, but you can cook these well done, but I'm forced to refer to them as crispy critters, if you know what I mean. So, all right, this is about average for them, and then typically audiences like that about as well. So what we do is that we will actually put them down on the paper towel to drain off a little bit of the vegetable oil in which they've been sauteed. Let them cool just briefly because the hot oil will burn you.
Okay, they're not actually moving, they're just contracting.
They're
as they cool.
contracting because they're cooling down. And I believe it would be a darn poor chef in a restaurant that wouldn't try the delicacy first. So let's
Wait,
go.
I'll toast you.
Now it's a little warm. Here we go.
Toast you.
Toast your mealworm.
Oh, they're better fresh.
Oh, much better fresh. Come on, guys, get right in here. Fresh mealworm.
Manja. We are eating a chocolate-covered cricket, and it looks really harmless. If you didn't know this was a chocolate-covered cricket, I'm going on faith that everything covered with chocolate is actually decent. It's crunchy. It's chocolatey. Ah, it's not bad. Yeah, chocolate covered cricket. I would do that again. I got a little cricket stuck in my teeth, but that was good. Thank you.
No problem. These are all made by the Thomas A. Entomological Society. We're the undergraduate society for entomology at Purdue.
And you have to tell people that, yeah, I can't go out tonight. I've got to dip crickets in chocolates.
We have cricket cooking meetings.
Are they cooked first and then?
Yeah, we buy them wholesale from a food company, so they're actually certified for human consumption.
Okay.
They're raised on a diet specifically for that, and then we hand dip every single one of them and bring them here so that everybody else can experience the things that we do.
So we've gotten to handle some extraordinarily interesting creatures. We got to spit crickets, and we've just gotten eaten some bugs. So it's been a great day at the Purdue University Bug Bowl, and we hope you'll join us again next time on Jump in the Lake.